Okay, so good day everyone. Um, this will be our next topic, which is process as business protection. So we all know that every business needs a process so that they will be protected from any problems such as what we call the disasters, the um, chaos, or something like that. But this lesson, it will cover how a process is protecting your business. So let's get started. So first, what we need to determine is we need to know the meaning of disaster. So it will be our first objective. So then it will be the types of disasters, then how business affected by disasters, then the kinds of disasters that happen without processes, and also the examples. And also, and lastly, why process is important to business. Okay, so first, what is a disaster? So, a disaster is a sudden event such as an accident or a natural catastrophe that causes great damage or loss of life, or an event or fact that has unfortunate consequences. So, we all know that ang disaster talaga, pwede itong isang aksidente, natural catastrophe, yun yung mga nangyayari sa bansa or sa mundo, yun yung mga floods, yung mga tornadoes, yun yung mga fire, na nagkakos naman ng great damage or nakakamatay. Okay, so what are the three types of disasters? So first we have um, the natural disaster, then the man-made, the hybrid, or the combination of man-made plus natural disaster. So when it comes to natural disaster, ito yung tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ito yung mga baha, sunog, lindol, ano pa ba, yung mga meteorite na pagbagsak ng meteors, bushfire, something like that. Yung man-made naman, syempre, yung mga man-made, ito yung mga basta gawa ng tao, kunwari, merong nagpuputol ng puno, tapos may nabagsak ang bahay. Ayun. Then yung hybrid, man-made plus natural. So, man-made deforestation, tapos dahil ang tao, masyadong marami pinuputol ng puno, bumaha or nagkaroon ng soil erosion. Plus yung, yun yung natural na disasters. Okay. Next naman natin is, um, ngayon alam na natin ang ibig sabihin ng disaster. Isipin na lang natin kung paano ba to or how it may or will affect our businesses. Okay, tingnan natin kung bakit or kung paano. Okay, how are businesses affected by disaster? So, success in business frequently gets attributed to the proactive decisions made at the management level. So, kung ano yung inaprubahan or kung ano yung desisyon ng management level, yun yung nagiging basehan ng success ng isang business. But that's not the whole story. Just as often, success or failure is determined by how business owners and managers handle situations that are out of their control. So hindi lamang pala dahil sa basta decision lamang ng upper management nakukuha yung success ng isang business. Ito raw pala ay um, sa pag-handle ng situation. Kung paano ba nila pinaplano 'yan, kung paano nila mareresolba. So, first, magkakaroon sila ng root cause analysis. So, hahanapin nila ano ba yung naging problema. Then, that's the time na they will look for a resolution. So, for example, how businesses deal with natural disasters can, can have a powerful impact on their survival. Okay, so, paano nga ba? So, dapat meron tayong tinatawag na mga plano dyan. So, kunwari, magkasunog dito sa organization natin. Paano yan? So, magkakaroon tayo ng problema sa property of yung magkakaroon tayo ng damage to property, magkakaroon tayo ng may mamamatay. For example, Kasi hindi naman maiwasan yun. Kunwari na-trap. So, siyempre, malaki ang loss na or mawawala sa kumpanya. Malaking pera. Siyempre, at saka buhay ng tao. So, kapag nangyari yun, so babagsak yung company natin. Okay, so let's continue. So, whether the disaster is a hurricane, a tornado, an earthquake, mudslides, or anything else, it can throw a business carefully laid plans and projections into disarray. Supply chains may be broken, employees might be unable to get to work, and vital facilities or equipment could be damaged. So tulad nung sinabi ko kanina, yun nga, yung mga pasilidad natin, tsaka mga kagamitan ay madadamage. And also, yung supply chain natin masisira. Tsaka yung mga empleyado natin hindi makakapagtrabaho. In any event, businesses may find themselves needing to react to the reality of the situation and find a way around it. That's why planning for natural disasters should be just as high a priority for businesses as having a proactive growth plan for the future. So kung mapapansin ninyo, hindi lamang basta magtayo ka ng kumpanya. Siyempre, meron din tayong mga safety precautions dyan. Meron tayong tinatawag na fire exit, meron yung mga, kung mapapansin ninyo, meron diyang yung kapag may elevator, merong hagdan. Isa po yan sa mga safety natin. Meron din po tayong mga fire extinguishers. Ano pa ba? Um, Siyempre, meron tayong mga fire alarms yan. Tapos, meron tayong mga may mga health equipment tayo or yung mga tulad ng mga green vest, yung mga ilaw, yung mga sinusuot kapag nagkakagulo na. So, kailangan nun. Isa yun sa mga pinaplano rin. Ito yung pinagbibigyan pansin din ng isang kumpanya. Kasi ang priority nila is safety din syempre ng empleyado. At syempre, safety rin ng kanilang pasilidad at ang mga kagamitan. Okay, the kinds of disaster that happen without processes. So, process-related disasters span a massive range of areas, from pure human idiocy to legal and technical trouble. If it's not an issue of ineptitude, a managerial issue, it'll be an issue with ignorance, illegal technical oversight. Okay, so um minsan pala yung yung disaster nangyayari din sa saan? Sa human idiocy to legal and technical trouble. So nagkakaroon din sa human error, ano? Nagkakaroon din ng problema. So siguro si IT for example, nagkaroon ng problema, si top management nagkaroon ng problema. Yan. So basta yung mga tao na nandun sa organization. Okay, so we have two roots of all human error. So according to Atul Gawande, the first is ignorance and the second is ineptitude. When we say ignorance, it is lack of knowledge or information. So ignorante ka, no? Ineptitude naman, lack of skill or ability or kawalan ng skill or abilidad. So when we say ignorance, we may err because science has given us only partial understanding of the world and how it works. Then the second type of failure, the philosophers call this ineptitude because in these instances, the knowledge exists yet we fail to apply it correctly. So ayun, so kung yan dalawang yan magsama, meron na tayong mga human error kung alin man dyan. It's either the first one or the second one. Basta wag niyong panatilihin na mangyari sa inyo or wag niyong ugaliin yang dalawang yan. Kailangan you should be flexible. You should be um you should be aware of the environment, of the situation, and everything. You should be alert. Don't be ignorant person and don't do the ineptitude uh, ineptitude na pag-uugali. Ano? Okay, so I will give you an example of mistakes that have been made only because of bad processes and human error oversights. So itong mga example na ito, yung mga kamalian ng mga tao. Hindi natin matukoy kung sinong tao. It can be galing sa top management or something na nagmamanage, director, basta something like that. Pero let's see, based on the example. So first, mixing up metric and imperial measurements on software run by a NASA satellite costing $125 million. The software contained algorithms that did not comply with the software interface specifications and well, the satellite disintegrated. So yun, kung mapapansin ninyo, so nagastos daw si NASA ng 125 million doon sa software na nagko-contain ng algorithm. Pero hindi naman pala nag-comply doon sa software interface specification. So hindi siya nagtugma. Ayun, so syempre, ang nangyari, the satellite disintegrated. So dahil may pagkakamali diyan kung sino man yung nagplano niyan, yun, nagkaroon sila ng um, problema or nagkaroon ng disaster dun sa company ng NASA. Then, also, malaki din yung nawala sa kanilang pera. Then, the next one, a perfect storm of six human error, culminating with staff thinking it was okay to turn off the emergency cooling system, caused the Chernobyl disaster, causing an inflation, adjusted 720 billion to 30 deaths, and an extreme amount of unsafe radiation. So yun, so dahil dun sa kamalian ng tao, yung staff nila, inisip nila na okay lang i-turn off yung emergency cooling system. Pero hindi nila alam na yung emergency cooling system na pala yun ay napaka-importante. So dahil inoff nila yon sa isang pagkakamali na yon, nagkaroon ng Chernobyl disaster. So, ang laki din ng nawala sa kanilang pera. At syempre, may namatay din, 30 deaths and extreme amount of unsafe radiation. So yun sa Chernobyl, kung research natin yan, kung ano ba nangyari dyan. So makikita natin. Pero in short, meron dyang human error. Next is, thanks to an IT error, 425 million Microsoft Azure customers experience 10.5 hours of downtime when engineers overlook an infinite loop in the source code. O yun, dahil do sa IT error, nagkaroon ng infinite loop in the source code. So, syempre kapag naka-loop sa programming, paulit-ulit lang yan, paikot-ikot lang yan. So, dahil doon, yung lahat ng customer ni Microsoft Azure pala, naka-experience ng 10 oras at 10.5 hours of downtime. So, biruin mo yun, kapag yung 10 hours na yun, malaki nawawala sa kumpanya mo. You're losing revenue kapag hindi productive yung oras mo. So, yung 10.5 hours na yan, napakalaking oras na nawala yan. Napakalaki ng pera mo mawawala dyan. Ang dahil lamang sa error ng isang IT dahil sa source code. Next one, Xerox. Xerox created a personal computer with a GUI before Apple, but didn't bother to market it and only built 2,000 of the things. There's no formal marker of how much this particular error cost them, but but my words are they kicking themselves now that their brand name is synonymous with nothing more than a hilarious obsolete piece of machinery. So, kinakikilala lamang si Xerox ay dahil sa machinery na Xerox machine. Ano, kung matatandaan ninyo, pwede mong pa-Xerox. Mali po, ang Xerox po isang kumpanya. Hindi po siya ang tawag dun sa pag nilagay mo yung papel, pinindot mo yung okay button, tapos naglabas siya ng copy. Hindi po Xerox yun. Photocopier po yun. Photocopy po yun. Yun. Pa-photocopy Next time na sabihin nyo, pa-Xerox. Wag po pa-Xerox. Sir, pa-photocopy. Ano? So, um, yan. So, yan yung pagkakamali ng Xerox, ano? Okay. Last one. Zenefits. Zenefits woefully undermanaged illegal operations blew up in its face in 2015 when it was found to be handing out fake insurance broker licenses that were obtained through a hack called the macro. So not only does it sounds more like an underground resistance movement in Star Trek, but it served to fool a computer into thinking that someone was logging training time when they weren't. So, kita nyo yun, ano? Yung sa hack na yun, yung the macro na ginamit, yung software na yun or yung program na yun, na-determine or nahuli sila na they are doing illegal operations noong 2015. So, wag niyong gagawin yan, pandaraya yan, ano. So, kapag nahuli ka kasi nung ganun, disaster ang mangyayari sa company mo. It's either you will lose revenue, you will lose manpower, then you will lose the company. Okay, please note, whether it's an IT problem, laziness, ineptitude, startup bro arrogance, or just a lack of proper education, there have been countless mistakes in business over the years that have led to serious consequences, from $1 billion to loss to the total downfall of huge corporations. So isipin niyo na, no, kagagawan lamang ng mga tao nasa loob ng kumpanya. Nagkakaroon tayo ng malaking kawalan. Kawalan ng pera, kawalan ng lahat, kawalan ng kumpanya. And in case you thought I was never going to get to the point, it's all because these businesses weren't following their processes. So yun, tulad ng sinasabi natin, dapat sundan mo yung process. If you have proper process, then what? Then your company will succeed. Your company will follow the right path to to reach their goals, ano, and to grow and to get revenues. Number one. Bakit ka nagbi-business? Siyempre, para kumita. Okay? So it's not like NASA didn't have software interface specifications that would have stopped engineers making a primary school math mistakes. It's not like Zenepits had a solid legal process that said develop software to farm fake broker licenses. So hindi lamang doon ano. Yung mga yon ay mga kamalian nila, kailangan itama. So wag na nating ugaliin yung mga hindi pagsunod sa process natin ano. Kumbaga yung sa isang product, meron tayong tinatawag na standards. Pero syempre, kapag ang gumawa niya ay taga-ibang bansa, meron tayong tinatawag na substandard. Okay. Siyempre, alam niyo na lagi kayo nakakarinig, China Tech. So, China Tech, sige, sabi natin substandard. Made in China, substandard. Pero hindi lahat ng galing sa China is substandard. Yung iPhone sa China ginagawa. Bakit? Kasi, mura ang labor sa China. Bakit ba doon dinadala yung ibang mga factory? Kasi nga, mura lang. Isang strategy din ng business na siyempre kunwari sa US, ang laki ng demand ng US people when it comes sa salary or sa mga sahod nila. So siyempre, gagawa ng plano. What if dali natin yung yung ano natin, pinakang manufacturer natin na or yung building natin na gumagawa ng mga iPhone sa China, which is mura lang ang labor sa tao. So the company will save revenue, ano? So ayun, so pero they're still following their process. May process pa rin 'yon. So hindi basta-basta nawawalan 'yan. Okay, without processes, you have no idea why something went wrong. Bakit po? Kasi kung wala kang process, hindi mo talaga mapapansin. Kasi doon sa process, doon mo matatrack kung saan man nagkaroon ng problema yung isang company. Okay, as the glitch goes, you learn from your mistakes. Ika nga. So, learn from your mistakes, guys. Tandaan niyo na. At least you should learn from your mistakes when you mess up and apologize to someone. The most important thing they need to hear from you is that you understand what you've done to the wrong thing. You need to know what you did wrong and how that came to be. Or you'll repeat your mistake again and again. So, isipin nyo na lang, kapag nagkamali kayo, huwag nyo nang ulitin. Tama na yun. Siyempre, ang every success nag-start yan sa failure. So, once na nag-fail kayo, huwag nyong isipin na yun ang katapusan. Failure is just a beginning. Ano? So, don't do your mistakes again and again. Learn from your mistake. The way we do this in business is by following a process. If you have a right process, then you will reach your goal. We note down which stage of the process we're on. So if when something goes wrong, we know exactly what happened. It's just the same how Linux system print their activity on their screen when they're booting up. If you get some kind of USB related error message, you unplug the USB and then try it again. So, ibig sabihin, tulad niya may proseso ano. Yung Linux daw, yan yung example. Yung Linux system nagpiprint ng activity sa screen nila kapag sila ay nagbo-boot up. Kapag daw naka-receive sila ng USB related error message, so automatic, alam mo nang gagawin. You need to unplug the USB and try it again. So kung hindi sinabi ng system 'yon, paano malalaman ng mga tao kung ano yung gagawin nila, 'di ba? Parang simple na paggawa lang 'yan ng computer, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na mga ah, Wim Windows interface, menus, and kalimutan ko yung letter P. Dahil doon, nalalaman ng tao, nakikipag-usap ang tao doon sa device. So, meron din process yun, yung paggawa nun. So, kung meron kang sinusunod na process, madaling malalaman. We're on track. Pero kung wala yan, mahirapan tayo makasunod. So, why is process important to business? It's easy to understand that. They are important because they are describe how things are done and then provides the focus for making them better, and how they are done determines how successful the outcomes will be. If you focus on the right processes in the right way, you can design your own way to success. Tandaan niya last part na po yan, ano? Kung bakit mahalaga ang process. Kung walang process, sabot-sabot na lang, sari-sari, walang mangyayari. Kapag nagpo-program ka, may program flow ang program mo, hindi lamang basta nagko-code ka. You are following a process. Hindi lamang siya basta sinabing, ano kaya ang proseso? Meron, sa pagpa-enroll, may proseso yan. Kung hindi ka susunod dun, hindi ka makaka-enroll. Paano kaya pagkuha ng COR? You need to know the process. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-skip from step 1, punta ka na step 5. Hindi pwede yon. You need to follow. Be responsible. Don't be ignorant. Don't do the ineptitude attitude. Okay? Always focus on the right process in the right way. So, again, so you can design your way to success. Okay? So, I think that's the last part. So, thank you. And I hope you've learned many things in our new lesson. So, just to summarize this, um, business process safety protection. So we'd learn what is a disaster, the type of disasters, how business are affected by disasters, the kind of disasters that happen without processes, and some examples. And lastly, why process is important to business. So that's all, and I hope you will apply this in your in the future, or in your future jobs. Okay, be responsible always. Okay, and do the right thing. Learn from your mistakes. So that's all, and thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.